Later on, Tom was shot to death in the prison when he tried to escape. After the prison, often bombed while engaged by anti-Semitic treatment of him during the trial, attacked the Boy Scout and the Justice and Equality movement with knives because they were returning home from the school's Halloween beauty pageant. And To Kill a Mockingbird can also be understood as a dull story of a young girl growing up in the South experiencing moral awakening. From the perspective of the Boy Scout, the novel shows the adult narrator's insight into his own identity and outlook on life. In developing more mature emotion, the tomboy Scout challenges the forces that try to socialize her into a demonstrated gender role. Aunt Alexander tried to subtly, not so subtly, push the Boy Scout into a traditional gender role that often ran counter to her father's value and her own nature inclination. So this book explores the theme of heroism and the idea of role uh, models. Lee said the novel is essentially a love letter to her father, who she regrets as a man who with profound moral beliefs, and is obviously the protagonist of the novel. He is the model of the children. In the early day of the story, the children thought their father was weak and incompetent because he didn't meet several tradition standards of southern masculinity. And they finally realized that Atticus had not only risk skills but also moral courage, wisdom, and humor. They began to regard him as their hero. Okay, so Harper Lee is trying to explore or trying to show the racism in a way that seeing in a way that the judge and the people there uh, treat the black unequally, and that by a lot of areas, like when Atticus uh, trying to defend Tom Robinson. The townspeople and the white people, the people in the country, think this is unpopular, and they try to not let Atticus to defend him. Atticus to defend Tom Robinson, and also the judge him. All the proof is very clear, and everything is clear, and the truth is Tom Robinson is not guilty, but the judge still make him guilty and put him in prison, and he was dead finally at the end, which is a sad story. And that the country in the U.S. are racism very are trying to be racism, and it's really unfair for those black people. And compared to everything that I said, wrapped up is saying that Chinese, Asians, blacks, or any other skin of color other than whites will be treated unequally in American United States. And the country is really there's people are trying really being racist, and the country is facing a really serious problem. And I think that they should try to change the point of view, which is really hard, but it has to be done. And Harper Lee and doing a great job, and trying to explore her idea, and try her best to let the people know racism in America is very serious, and people should be treated equally.